Hi guys, I'm Shmi and we're at the 2015 Frankfurt Motor Show, the IAA, where we're on the Brabus stand and we're going to take a look around at all of the cars that they have unveiled here, and they have been working on a lot recently. We're also going to look at StarTech and their new programs for the Bentleys and the Tesla. So we've got a lot to see. We'll kick off with some traditional Brabus working on Mercedes. So what we have right here, we have the S-Class 850 Coupe, we have the Rocket 900, the Rocket being the 900 horsepower, 1,500 Newton meter package for the S-Class. So we come around here, a new product for this show is the G-Class 850 based on the G63. Come around to the front and show you the engine. 850 horsepower. Brabus do some fantastic work with engine modifications, new carbon fibre pieces. Obviously you have to do quite a lot to get 850 horsepower out of it. As I pull the bonnet down, just so you can see, there's a new sort of air vent through the carbon fibre on the rear, on the front lid, coming through in towards the air filters. On the inside, we have the business package, so it's fully loaded, new interior, a new trim. At the back, you've got sort of tables, the screen that folds down from the centre. Very cool piece of kit. Over here, we've got the diesel A-Class that looks pretty cool. The D3. Actually going to come straight beeline towards the AMG GT. Now, I visited Brabus a couple of weeks ago actually when some of these cars were being worked on, but here we have the 600 horsepower AMG GT S with new cosmetic parts. So you've got the new carbon fibre rear wing sitting on top of the rear deck. Down below you've got this new diffuser with the centre F1 light. We saw the exhaust system before and heard it, sounds pretty good with the carbon fibre finishes around the tips as well. This new carbon fibre piece around here, and as we come round towards the front, also carbon fibre lip down at the front. Standard sort of motor show demonstration, different wheels on each side, titanium colour on this side, and the ceramic polished on this side, just to let customers see the different options. Come straight here to the Maybach 900, again like the Rocket, 900 horsepower, 1,500 Newton meters torque. Now this is another car I shot an in-depth piece with when I visited Brabus, like I said, a few weeks ago, but there have been some new upgrades since, ready for this show. First and most substantial is the new grille. It's a Maybach design style grille, so this car actually looks like a Maybach. Normally the S600 Mercedes Maybach only has the badges towards the rear, so it's very hard to tell that it's got the sort of full Maybach luxury. A couple of other cosmetic designs, new Brabus wheels on this car, new design they've just introduced. As we take a look at the inside, you can see this is where it is all change. We've got a completely new trim, new materials, all the carpets have gone. I'll come and show you in the rear because this is where it's all about luxury. Carpets have gone and been replaced with full leather, so you've got the full leather mats on the floor, new sort of trim pieces, you've got this surface docking stations, computer equipment, everything you could want in there, as well as all of the insane luxury that comes from the Mercedes Maybach, which you'll see in more detail in the extra piece that I've shot as well. That's the badge I was talking about that you normally have towards the rear of the car. So that is very special. If we come over here, we have the C63 S, of course, the new car, now up to 600 horsepower, as well as featuring some cosmetic aerodynamic upgrades. So again, we've got the new carbon fibre lip spoiler on the C63 here. Down below, we've got the new carbon fibre diffuser, exhaust system with the finishes. Another new wheel design for Brabus, and I think these are very nice. The 5-spoke with the carbon fibre inlays, the Brabus badge in the centre, of course, but that's a really quite cool wheel design there. And the full interior trim of this car has been completed as well. Let me just remove the signs so we can take a look at this. You can see it's all been completed with these orange highlights. So totally new leather and materials fitted by Brabus on the interior of the C63 S. Very, very nice in there. Now, let's whiz over to the other side. This is where we're going to be looking at the Bentleys, the StarTech Bentleys. So we're going to kick off straight away with the latest version, facelift, of the Continental GTC convertible. And you can immediately see the sort of similar, familiar Brabus touch is now being applied to the Bentleys. So around the front, we've got the new carbon fibre, sort of subtle modification. Nothing hugely drastic around there. New carbon fibre piece, lower lip, and sort of upper piece around the vents. We've got the new sort of black chrome wheels, which are really quite nice. Black chrome finish, matching up with the B there on the side as well, but very nice touch. As we take a look to the interior, door is closed, take a look over. Again, completely remodeled and retrimmed with some very nice green touches. That's quite bold. I actually think it works quite well. And if we take a look at the boot, which you do by pressing the B, it's a completely retrimmed finish to the boot of the Continental with the bright green leather and the floor piece, and up there with the warning triangle as well. So that's a pretty bold boot to the car. So we'll head straight from the Continental GT to come round and look at the Flying Spur. Very similar modifications from the exterior, just the minor cosmetic touches, the carbon fibre around the front, new wheels of course again. But on this one, if we take a look at the interior, this is where you will see completely new finish again. This is leather with the effect to make it look like carbon fibre, trimmed through the car. Seats as well. Very beautiful. Similar finish, obviously, through the rear as well. But I'm going to come straight over to the Mulsanne. This is a particularly special car that has been created very bespokely for one specific customer, and there's a lot to show you. Firstly, of course, the beautiful fit and finish we have up here, but it's in the back where this starts to get really quite exciting. So, a lot to show. First thing I'm going to do is open the table, which is done by pressing a button there. Electronic folding open tables. While that's happening, I need to open up the armrest, because in here, it's a fingerprint sensor, but let's cheat a bit and press the button at the end. This is a watch box with built-in winder. Wait for this, wait for this. You can store your watches in the armrest in this Mulsanne. Now we'll go back to the table. On the side of the table there is another button, and when you press that, your iPad computer opens up right in front of you. So you have that sort of table on both sides. Close that back up. This is ludicrous how much there is in here. So we'll close that. And then up above there's a television. Now this is controlled through this iPod, which when you open it has a series of different things. So you can open the monitor, that will fold down the top monitor, fold it back up, place that back in there. Obviously that had a number of other options and things as well to control the lights and various different features. We'll close the watch box by pressing the button here. That will disappear. Put the table back up with the button on the side as well. Now I'm going to come round to the boot of the car, because this is truly special. So, hit the B to open it up. Now, this is all bespoke luggage around the bottom. The first thing is the tray. Let's open that, which you do with the button just up there. Open up the tray, where you have the computer that powers that center console, everything else, and hazard lights and things in that beautiful sort of tray. We'll close that. Now this is a bespoke picnic hamper, not just any picnic hamper. This is 70,000 euros of picnic hamper. You slide your fingers here, which sort of releases it and pops it out, and then you pull this forwards. Now are you ready to have a look at this? This is not just any picnic hamper. This is seriously, seriously bespoke. Wow. And then you can latch that at the top. Picnic for four in absolute beautiful style in the boot of the Mulsanne. Just look at that, that's phenomenal. That is a prime example of meeting every single customer request. That's a very special Mulsanne. Also on the Brabus stand, we have the new GLE 63 850, another 850 horsepower conversion from the AMG V8. Next to that, we have the 4x4 squared. So I got a sneak peek at basically just a wheel of this car when I was at Brabus. But it's cool to see the finished creation here at the show. Monster of a car. Carbon fibre everywhere around the grille and the headlight area, over the wheel arches. If I come around and open the car, show you the inside. Again, retrimmed interior with the black and red, the custom embroidery of the badges here. New leathers with very interesting quilting on here. And the floor stand that comes down as you open and close the car. Neat. Around the rear, that thing's really quite tall, by the way. You can see the people standing there. It's quite a beast. Then here we have Brabus Sprinter. So there is a crew there. We'll be able to have a look inside. This is basically a full conversion to the interior of the Sprinter. Take a look at this. Look at the luxury and finish in here. 4 comfortable seats, all sorts of entertainment systems, champagne glasses, big television there on the back wall, screens on the roof. That's a pretty luxurious way to travel around. And then we've got the normal Viano as well, versions before we get to Brabus Smarts. And Brabus make a lot of Smarts packages. The extra surprise here then from Brabus is their work with the zero emissions on the Tesla Model S. So we have here the cosmetic conversion, new lip spoiler, new wheels. As we come around towards the front, there are also new carbon fibre pieces, a new lower splitter, and the air vents as well. Nothing modified on the performance front, but the interior has had a complete retrim. So it's all new, all different, new floor mats, new materials, new finish. Should have upgraded the style. And then we have this new center console here. Now, in the normal Tesla, this is just sort of one big sort of storage bucket. But here we have heated and cooling cup holders. Cooling, heating, and off. And then this is the sort of where you just place your phone and it will charge. So the new Samsung phones, I think, do that. Induction charging, you can literally just put your phones in there and they'll charge up, so that's quite cool. But obviously retaining all the sort of screens and stuff. And I had a test drive with the Tesla recently and loved the thing. But we've got the new sort of Brabus materials and finish to the seats. So nice little package there on the Tesla as well. So in addition to that, Tesla, the StarTech Bentleys, and the normal Mercedes Brabus cars, we also have some more StarTech JLR stuff. So we've got the F-Type, cosmetic kits, Fender there, a pickup Range Rover. Completely bespoke, and as I keep coming through here, we'll get to the long wheelbase autobiography Range Rover. I'll show you in the rear of this car. So this was created, I believe, at a customer request to have this new wall installed between the driver area and the rear of the long wheelbase Range Rover, which has the usual sort of controls to make it visible, to push it down, and push it back up. And we'll close it up again. Just like that. Wonderful. Of course, there are other sorts of modifications to this car as well as the normal Range Rover packages. So I think you get the gist that there's a lot going on here at Brabus and at StarTech. This has been a lot to show you in one video. We also have Bentley boss Mr. Wolfgang Durheim over there just being shown around as well. Seeing, I suppose, the work that they've been doing to his cars here at Brabus and StarTech. But I'm going to wrap up there. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed that tour of the Brabus and StarTech stands here at the 2015 IAA in Frankfurt. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you soon. Cheers. Lamborghini Huracan LP610-4 Spider. Now this is a soft top.
If you look right here, you can see that the horseshoe is actually a floating element that holds the front wing in place.
Electric Mission E. This is a 300-mile range, 600...